Right. The first thing I want to talk about today, we dropped. I think there's a second video after this session that'll be live about the Jada and Will Smith thing. So look out for that. But there's some other stuff that's coming out. I just wanted to share this really quickly. Let me see here. A couple of videos updates today. Let me share my screen. All right. Let's share it. There you go. Aha. So a couple of things today with regards to her relationship with Tupac. Who is Jada? Jada is Will Smith's wife. If you don't know who Will Smith is, just Google it, okay? I'm not sure if I need to go through Will Smith introduction here, okay? But basically, the wife, Jada Smith, Jada Pinkett Smith, came out yesterday and said they've been separated for 7 years since 2016. And she broke the news that they're about to sell some books. They're gonna sell tons of those books, right? And if I ever come off as I'm defending any one side, I generally don't like to come off as I'm defending other side. I like to think that I'm trying to be objective, right? But when it comes to romantic relationship, I might be skewed more in the direction of holding men accountable. It's just what it is, because I don't think they can afford not to stay on top of things. All right. Now, with that being said, if there's anything ever that I've had such a hard time, like I would like to defend it, but I just can't. Right? If there's any such thing, that this is one of them. Like this woman, I did mention that on every single videos I've done, that she kept dragging the family through the muds. Because she feels this need to be woke and to say everything and to share it with the world. Somebody can learn. Not like, listen, people don't have to learn from your experience. You can just shut up. There's some things you can take to the grave. It's okay. That's okay, But anyway, she's talking about her relationship with she was on the Shade Room apparently, and she's talking. Let me see if I can play this video. You can use this to warm up. It says Jada Pinkett Smith refers to, this is Hollywood Unlocked, refers to Tupac as soulmate. Tupac was a rapper who passed away, I think 96 or 97, a long time ago, okay? But it's been quite a lot of speculation about what the nature of their relationship was, which is kind of weird, okay? In 1997, how old was that? I was 17 for the most part, 18 later part of the year, and I'm 43 now. Like, come on, right? But I get it. They're superstars, and everybody wants to talk about them, and want to continue to speculate about every part of their life. They were probably kids, okay? Anyway, they had some kind of relationship, and everybody keeps okay. So now the brouhaha today is soulmates. Like, she's calling him a soulmate. So let me see this video. I think I understand what she's trying to say. I think she talks too damn much. But let's see.
Soulmate. Yeah. But yeah, definitely. I don't think, if there is such a thing as past lives, definitely think Croc and I have traveled a few together. In various forms. So
has there ever been a time that you regretted the decision that you made not to take it to that level with him and to keep it in the friendship space?
It just wasn't possible. There was no chemistry between us. I talk about it in the book.
That's so hard. I know, but that's just so hard to imagine. Because at the time, he was in he was in a space where, he was in jail and all that, but it's just hard to believe. We see chemistry with the two of you guys. Even in the videos you guys dance, and there seems to be so much chemistry. But from your perspective,
chemistry, it's that friendship, love chemistry. Trust me. Let me tell you, of soulmate. But yeah.
All right, so that's what she had to say. She's basically saying that they were friends, okay? They were close friends. It is what it is. I don't know why that is so hard for so many lames of 2023 to comprehend. I don't understand, right? You could be friends with people and you don't have any romantic interest in them. Yes, men and women too, yes. But I get it. Some men don't believe that because I guess I guess their prick gets hard every time they're around every friend. I have friends that I don't know, right? And even when I was much younger, okay, before I got married, I have friends that I thought we could do something, but he was like, wah, 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 wah. Nothing, right? So maybe because if you have options, maybe you can be like that. Maybe if you don't have options, your prick just get hard around everything. Maybe, I don't know. But I think I understand what she's trying to say. Okay, soulmates, past lives, blah blah, it doesn't matter. She's laughed when she was talking about it, right? But again, Jada talks too much. Okay, Jada talks too much. D Alpha, how you there? She certainly talks too much. She effortlessly sets herself up for drags. Yeah, all of this is too much talking. That's all I see this as, right? Let me see some of the comments. I'm sure they're dragging her. Okay, somebody say, Hope, how you a side chick to a nigga that died 27 years ago? That's the point, right? Like, she's talking about it because she thinks it should be harmless, but I don't think she gets it, right? But I don't think there's anything wrong with talking about your experiences with somebody that passed away 27 years ago. Why should that translate to being a side chick so quick? Anyway, Pac in heaven, living his best life. There's no life in heaven. Okay. But let's continue. Okay. There's maybe eternal life, not life as you see it. Anyway, Tupac did not have no chemistry with her. That's what she should say. He did not like her like that. Well, yeah, you could say, if that makes you feel better, yeah, you could say it like that too, but that's essentially what she's saying. There was nothing there, right? All right, you know what? She's the one alive. She's the one that needs to be dragged. It must be she liked him, but he never liked back, and she's obsessed with him. At this point, I would agree it's giving obsession. Why do you keep talking about Tupac, especially if your husband spelled it out in his book that I was jealous of this dude because of the relationship you had, that friendship, that level of friendship you had with a friend that your husband is jealous of? You don't need it to be romantic before you know that you shouldn't keep talking about it, especially 27 years ago. So I get what that person is saying. Yeah. See, it's hard for me to defend that, right? I can't defend bullshit, right? I just can't, right? Jesus, who keeps interviewing this woman? Cloud's not your mate. If she wants to interview, I'll interview her today. Let's be clear. Anyway, she's playing in my uncle face at this point, and I don't like free will. See, people are defending Will. Yeah. It's just I don't know. She talks too much, and some people just don't know, and some people are they're way smarter than themselves. In fact, the next story I think is going to be something like that. No, not the next story. The one after the next one is going to be something like that. Some people are too smart. They're way too smart, and they can't wait until they hurt themselves. And all of this is attached to knowledge. Like, these are not exactly dumb people. Some of the smartest people, they talk too much. They don't know when to just let go. To let go of some things. It's not everything that you need to talk about. It's not everything you need to respond to. Right? Everything is not a lesson moment that you must have. You have to lecture everything, right? It's not. You have to let go sometimes. Anyway, let me see here. I think I just wanted to look at some of the comments. Let's see here. This is Hollywood Unlocked. We got that one already. Let's see. Somebody said, you did not call that woman his widow. Let me see. Tasha K says, on a new episode of How to Emasculate Will Smith. Yeah, I really don't feel like Will Smith is emasculated at all, unless you're discombobulating the definitions of masculinity. One of the things that people need to learn about marriage, just in general, is that as much as you're one, I really truly believe in the oneness of husband and wife. I believe in that. I believe that if you don't believe in that, marriage is not gonna work for you. It's as simple as that. All right. However, there's something called individuality. There's a whole chapter in the new book on individuality, right? And that's also gonna remain your reality. right? At some point, your wife might decide to make a move that you don't necessarily agree with, but you also know that you can't control another human being. You just have to let her do her thing, right? But here's what the lames will say. They'll say, well, you lost control of your wife. No, not necessarily, okay? It just doesn't, I don't care. She could have her own individuality as well. She could just keep that. She can have that, right? And if you gather yourself together in millions and you decide you want to call me out for that, knock yourself out. I'll just be laughing at you all the way to the back, all the way to the bank, especially if I'm selling books. I will be laughing all the way to the bank. Knock yourself out, right? The truth is that she's making certain moves. The husband is like, I probably wouldn't agree with that, but it's like, okay, you're my, whatever, do your thing, right? And he finds peace in that, right? He finds peace in that. And I think that's masculine behavior. I think that's masculine energy, okay? The idea of having a needy behavior of having to control another person is precisely feminine energy, okay? My opinion. If you've ever dealt with Jada Pinkett, you may be entitled to compensation. Ah, voila. Oh yeah, she's gonna get dragged, but it's not gonna be new. I don't think it's gonna be bigger than last year. I think it'll be bigger in terms of selling books, right? Imagine claiming a man in the grave who never claimed you when he was alive. Yeah, he was 25 years old, but I see what you're saying. Feel free, drag her. At this point, it's an obsession. I did say that. Like, it's obsession. It's too much. It's giving too much obsession. Why is Will still with this woman? That's a question that you should continue to ponder on, right? I just hope you're not doing that at the expense of your own peace of mind. If he's doing that and that gives him peace of mind, I think that's okay, right? No, just call it out. Okay, you're right. He's wrong for being with his wife. You're right. Okay. Somebody says she really hates Will. I don't think so. It doesn't add up. That's not adding up. That adds up as projection. Okay. Jada need to stay off of that hallucinating agent. Yeah, I would agree with that, because that thing is all weird to me as well. If you just came in, welcome. Hit that like button, share, subscribe, hit that like button. Thank you. Hit that like button. Let's ping everyone else into the room. I appreciate you. We're just catching up on this Jada cruise, which is going to happen for the next few days. All right. Today, she's released the news. Is Tupac. Okay. Tupac, they were in previous past lives, if it existed, but there's no chemistry. Okay. All right, Jada. But